it's Hillary and welcome back for another Creative Faith video. Today I am so excited to show you guys my 2021 planner setup video. So what I'm going to do is kind of piece together little bits of the setup. I normally don't sit down at one time and plan out the whole entire thing. I normally work on it late at night and over a handful of days. But I wanted to kind of start off this video and then probably film little bits of the process, and then at the end of this video show a flip through of my 2021 bullet journal setup. For this coming year, I'm going to be using my Creative Faith planner. You can find these on Amazon. There's 2 sizes and 2 different layouts. So this is the B6 size, which is 4.9 by 6.9, I believe. And then the other size is 8.5 by 11. And then there's 2 layouts. There's the weekly boxes, which looks like this. And then there's the horizontal, which looks like this. And that's actually the style I'm going to be using. I took mine to Office Depot. I had them put a spiral on it instead and a clear plastic piece on the top to protect it a little bit more. So I'd encourage you guys to definitely think about how you can alter it and make it your own, make it work for you. I do have a YouTube video showing a flip through of all 4. I also have a YouTube video showing 5 ways to add dates to your monthly setup and 7 different ways to use your Creative Faith planner. And lastly, I also have a video showing how I added the discs to one and talk more about the spiral binding as well. So I'll link all those videos as well as my whole Creative Faith planner playlist on YouTube for you guys to see. So like I said, I am going to be using the horizontal layout and I added a spiral binding to it. I am going to eventually put it into this cute little planner cover from the Planner Society. Let me know if you guys would want to see a flip through of what the Traveler's Notebook setup looks like at the end, or in the comments below. So to start off today, I'm going to add this cute little pocket from the Planner Society, as well as some glitter edgers. So I got a few different colors that I was just kind of playing around with, wondering what would look best, and I ended up going with gold. It matches the little pocket I have as well as my wedding ring and my nails. I love gold, and so what I'm going to do is put this on the start of the monthly section, and then I'm going to put it on the start of the weekly section, and then I'm going to put it on the start of the notes section in the back. So to kind of use it to divide up those 3 sections. So let me put you guys on fast forward and jump in and do that. right, we are jumping in and doing the final planner bullet journal for 2021 setup. There's still a couple spreads that aren't 110% finished, but I need to just be kind of done. And there's some like extra decorating and washi tape that I probably would have put on. But again, I am ready to just kind of call it done for the year. So I'm going to start with my planner, and then I ended up also making this additional bullet journal using a lined notebook. Can you believe it? So I'm going to flip through this one too. But we're going to start with using my Creative Faith planner. So I have set up some spreads at the beginning, and I'll show you a little bit of how I've been using the weekly setups, and then I've set up some spreads at the end. So then I also set up a few in here. The ones in this main planner are a little bit more, I don't know, more productivity, I guess I would say, versus these are a little bit more lists to remember. So we have new adventures. I have a printable that I made with a bunch of 2021 girls, and it has a bunch of these girls in different skin tones and hair colors, and it has a bunch of phrases too. So the best year yet is one of those, and I love how this turned out at the front of my additional notebook. So it has, this is another one of the printable elements from the 2021 girls printable, and it says new year, new adventures, new chances, and I really like how that turned out. So I'll link that printable in the description box below. And then we have, this is another one of the phrases from that printable. I added some flower stickers, and then this was a quote that my friend Allie shared on Instagram that I just really resonated with, because I feel like I get super mad and frustrated at myself a lot of the time, and so I loved it. It said, stop being mad at yourself for being exhausted, for crying, for losing patience, or not having the time or energy to do absolutely everything. Stop being so hard on yourself. All of this is incredibly hard. You're doing okay. And I just really resonated with that a lot and wanted to include that. And then the Tombow marker, I used Tombow markers and an acrylic block, and I smooshed it down to create that background, and I knew it would bleed through, and I was okay with that. So you have the kind of instructions on how to use the planner. So next I saw this idea online. I will link the YouTube video where I found this. It was to do a who am I in January versus December. And so I filled out all these different things like loves, what do I love in January versus December, dislikes, how much money is in our savings, income, hobbies, likes to eat, reading, watching, wearing. So I thought this would be kind of fun to do. And then my words of the year are joy and strength. I have my happy 2021 girl, and wrote out a couple verses for my word of the year. This is another one of the elements that comes in the 2021 girl printable. Next we have my goals. So I have it categorized into 12 different sections. These are kind of how I like to do goal setting. And so I have like Juan and I, my extended family, fitness, food, creative faith, relationship with God, home, etc. So that's really great to kind of have this laid out. And then I have a year in review. I thought this would be fun. I had started it in my bullet journal last year, and so I thought it would be neat to kind of put some different highlights in each section. Next we have my vision board, and I love, love, love how this spread turned out, and I love that it's at the front, and it is just a great inspiration for me to look at every day. So the monthly calendars I use for dates and events, and I use some of my Teal Pink Winter Girls printable, and as well as some of my date dot printable. And then there's a blank spread between each month, and so I am using it for a habit tracker. And this is actually a printable that I have in my Etsy shop that I'll link in the description box below. And then I also put this Bible verse and another one of my teal pink winter girls. And then I have February monthly sort of set out a little bit. I'm going to decorate it more, and then I'll have space to do my February habit tracker and like a prayer verse for the month. So then I have my weekly section, and I've been using this to do to-do lists for personal and for creative faith and errands and then events and stuff like that. Used my new Rest in Him printable. And then I have this set up. So again, personal, creative faith, and then events and things. So then at the back, at the end, I have some different trackers and things. So I like to keep track of what our total credit card is each month. We pay it off every month, but it's just good to kind of see overall like an average of how much we're spending monthly. And so I like doing this overview. And then this is my yearly, I have a whole year habit tracker printable. And so I like using this to track my period, and then I'll kind of do like different number of lines or however it filled in based on how heavy it is. And I will link this printable in the description box below. One thing I do wish I would have done was had more of a color scheme. At in the end of this one, I kind of ended up doing this color scheme with these ones that you'll see. But for this, I didn't really have a color scheme, and I wish I would have stuck to a color scheme because I think it would have looked better. But oh well. I still need to set up a bill tracker. I am gonna do like internet, rent, utilities to keep track of how much they are each month and when we pay. But I still need to kind of figure this out. So I've been procrastinating. Next, I have creative faith social media stats. So I'll write like whenever I do it for January. Normally I do it at the beginning of each month. And it's just neat to kind of see my growth through like Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, Etsy sales, and things like that. Alright, next I have a spot for Happy Mail addresses that then I can transfer over into my address book. And then this is something I've done in the past, in my past bullet journals. And I got this idea from a YouTube video from 17 magazine that I'll link in the description box below. But it's a really great like file system. And so I can write out like things for different Facebook ideas for creative faith, Instagram like giveaways, Instagram reel ideas, other. This will be more for YouTube for brainstorming like series ideas and things like that. And then the last one is for kits and printable ideas that I have. So then this is kind of a new idea. I'm always trying new things for YouTube and for just keeping track of video ideas and things like that, because I carry this around everywhere with me, but I don't carry my creative faith planner around with me every day. But I get inspiration for YouTube ideas, and so I thought this would be a cool place where I can list those out, and then once I have them filmed, so like that's what I'm filming today, so then I'll move this over into the filmed area. I'm hoping to be more on top of being ahead filming wise, and then once they're edited I can move them here so it can kind of track and see where I'm at with my YouTube videos. Alright, next I have a list for books that I've read in 2021. Books that I want to, if I see people suggest different books online, I can write them there. And then at the bottom, books that I already have but I want to read, to kind of list some of the kind of reading goals, I guess, for 2021. And then I have a wish list, so if, for birthday or things that we need around the house, like appliance-wise, I can add them here. And then this is for movies and TV shows. So we probably will watch more movies. So I put movies watched up here, and then movies to watch. So if we have any suggestions or hear of any good movies, put them down here. And then I switched them because we probably won't finish a ton of series of TV shows, but I can kind of write down different brainstorm ideas of TV shows to watch. And then I wanted to do a similar thing with songs, but I still need to set those up. And then I want to do like a 21 and 2021. And then I also want to do a weekly list and a monthly list and a quarterly list. So like, you know, for tasks that I should be doing every week, tasks I should be doing monthly, and tasks I should be doing quarterly. And so that's another thing I still want to set up in here. The same lady on YouTube who I got, where did it go? Who I got this idea from also has a video about her monthly routine and her weekly routine check-in spread. So I'll link that in the description box below. So that is my planner setup. So I only have like a few pages left on the end of this. So I really like doing kind of fun things throughout the year in my bullet journal, like seasonal bucket lists and things like that. And so I wanted a place for that. And so the cool thing about this cover that I have, this cover is from the Planner Society. Super, super cute. But it has strings in it. So I found this notebook from my stash. Juan got it for me for Valentine's Day last year. And it's awesome because it can just slide in like this, which is really cool. So I can take it with me too. But it's easier to flip through, not in this. I'm trying to decide if I do have this cover. It's like a B6 cover that I actually got from Walmart. And I have a different B6 notebook in here. So I'm trying to decide if I wanted to like put different paper in the back and use this inside of it. But I also think like it's cute because he picked out this H for me on purpose. But I could put this in here and have a cover for it. So anyways, I'm trying to figure that out. So here's what I have in this one. The lighting's getting really funky. So I have it set up kind of how I have set up my bullet journal for my 2 bullet journals I used for 2020, is that the front will work from January through December, and then in the back I have these different collections and ideas, and so then they're gonna kind of merge together in the middle. So at the front I did this really cute title page. I used I used Tombow markers. I used the same technique as I did for this page. I put Tombow markers onto an acrylic block and smooshed them down, and then I added the New Year, New Adventures, New Chances on the top. And then by this time I was really tired of setting up pages, and so I didn't come up with anything too creative for my January cover. I just put washi tape down in January, and then in January my immediate family and I went snowshoeing, and so I wanted to print off some pictures and put those here. And then that's probably all that I'll have for January. Yeah, and then I'll do one for February, etc. So then at the back, I love using sticky notes in my planner. So I was kind of planning out different ideas. So let's see if I can get to I for some reason skipped to the last page. So this probably should have been one more over. That's all right. So I have a pen test page and then a spot to write out some bullet journal spread ideas. And then this was a cool idea I basically used the same technique as I did here, only instead of I didn't have the tabs on it, which I actually like how this looks a lot better. So I think moving forward I will probably do it more this way versus the tabbed way. I don't know, it just looks planner to me. So this can be a spot for where I will write out different dinner ideas for us, lunch ideas, breakfast ideas, snack ideas, and dessert ideas. So I thought that would be kind of a neat way to keep track of meal plan ideas and recipes to try. And then oftentimes when we go to the grocery store, we kind of get the same things. We're pretty simple when it comes to what we eat, and so I thought I could list out what we typically need at the grocery store there. Next, I have gift ideas. So throughout the year, if I hear one of my parents or my sister or Juan say like, oh, that would be a great gift, I want a spot to be able to write it down for Christmas and birthdays and things like that. Next, I wanted to make a list of ideas of things to do with Juan. He's only been here a little over a year, and so there's still so many things I want to show him and do together. So like I put painting pottery down. He's never been on a train before, so I thought it'd be so fun to do a train ride to Seattle. And yeah, so just kind of an idea place. Obviously, I don't even know when we will ever do any of these, but at least they'll be written down. Next, I made a little birthday list for my family and Juan so I can keep track of everyone's birthdays. Remember to send a text or a video. And then I also made this spread for new words when Juan and I are speaking. We sometimes speak in English and sometimes in Spanish. And so this is a spot for me to write down new Spanish words because I'm a very visual learner. I have to be able to see the word. I can't just hear it and remember. It helps me to write it down. And then I have lots of room in the middle to continue in my little bullet journal. Additional bullet journal. I've never bullet journaled in lined pages before, so it'll be kind of interesting. But yeah, there's my 2021 bullet journal setup. I know it's a way later video than most people's setups, but maybe you're like me and running a little bit behind, and that's okay. It's okay to be running behind, running late. But I hope this gave you guys a ton of spread ideas. Again, be sure to check out all of my planner printables in my Etsy shop. I have a blog post that I'll link in the description box below that has all of my planner themed printables. So it'll have like the 2021 girls, it'll have the numbers, it'll have the printable I mentioned at the beginning, which is the planner bullet journal spread ideas printable. It'll have all of those in it, so definitely check out that blog post, as well as pick up a Creative Faith planner. I can't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning, but I do have a YouTube video showing the 4 different options. There's 2 sizes and 2 layout options for Creative Faith planners, so definitely pick one of those up on Amazon, a New Adventures planner. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what planner related videos you would like to see here on my YouTube channel for the new year. I'd love to know. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!